For every swing, every moment, the Milwaukee Brewers fight. It's not just about hitting the ball, it's about leaving a legacy.
This Brewers team is different. They don't know when to quit. An unbelievable comeback and a history-making winning streak just hit an epic new level. Want to truly understand the mindset and strategy making us the best team in the league? Subscribe quickly to the channel so you don't miss a thing. History is being written. What's up, Brew Crew? Welcome back to your #1 news channel for all things Milwaukee Brewers. This is your trusted source, always bringing you the hottest information and the sharpest analysis you've come to expect. Before we dive into what was one of the most electric Sundays in the recent history of American Family Field, I need to ask for that usual favor. If you love the Brewers as much as I do and want to stay on top of everything with insights you won't find anywhere else, then smash that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming. Our team is making history, and we're going to cover every step of this epic journey. So subscribe now so you don't get left behind. Let's get straight to it, because what happened this past Sunday, August 10th, was simply magical. One of those moments that define a season and solidify the connection between a team and its city. We are talking, of course, about Isaac Collins' dramatic walk-off home run, a dinger that not only sealed our Brewers' 9th consecutive victory, but also served as a powerful message to the entire league. This Milwaukee team is for real. It is resilient, and it simply does not know how to quit. The 7-6 victory over the New York Mets was the cherry on top of a 3-game sweep and cemented our position as the best team in Major League Baseball, now with an impressive record of 73 wins and 44 losses. But the story behind this home run is much bigger than just the final score. Let's start with the setting. Milwaukee woke up on Sunday to a flash flood. The streets were difficult to navigate. Access to American Family Field was a challenge, and there was a genuine concern about whether our fan base, the fantastic Brew Crew, would be able to show up in full force. And what was the response? Simply one of the greatest displays of passion I have ever seen. A paid crowd of over 42,000, and even with the difficulties, more than 37,000 fans made it through the turnstiles. It was the 7th consecutive sold-out game, a feat we haven't seen since 2008. Our manager, Pat Murphy, summed it up perfectly. He said, and I quote, "I've been here 10 years. That's the best environment that I've seen. It just seems louder, wilder." And he's right. The energy in the ballpark was palpable, electric, a force that pushed the team throughout the entire game. And what a game it was. It was no walk in the park, quite the opposite. The Mets got on the board first, opening up a 5-0 lead by the middle of the 4th inning. In past seasons, we might have seen our team feel that blow. But not this team. Not the 2025 Brewers. This team has a steely resilience. One statistic that perfectly encapsulates this. After winning only 2 of the first 22 games in which the opponent scored first, the Brewers have now come back to win in 21 of the last 31 times that has happened. Think about that. It's the mark of a championship team, one that never feels beaten. The comeback was built piece by piece. We had our all-star, William Contreras, showing why he's one of the best catchers in the league, with 2 monumental home runs that breathed life into our offense and our fans. The second one, to the opposite field, was one of those hits that changes the momentum of a game. Then, we had the calm and precision of Joey Ortiz, who delivered 2 clutch hits with 2 outs, including the single in the 8th inning that tied the game at 6-6, fighting off a tough pitch to slap it past the glove of a diving first baseman, Pete Alonso. It was a moment of pure determination, and all of this happened with the team showcasing its depth. Pat Murphy strategically rested a few starters, with 4 bench players getting the start. Christian Yelich was not used as a pinch hitter. Our top bullpen arms, closer Trevor Megill and setup man Abner Uribe, were unavailable, and yet we still won. That speaks volumes about the quality and mentality of this roster, where every single player is ready to contribute, ready to be the hero. And that brings us to the 9th inning, game tied, with the stage set for a cinematic finish. With the score knotted at 6-6 in the bottom of the 9th, the tension at American Family Field was at its peak. On the mound for the Mets was one of the most dominant and intimidating closers in baseball, Edwin Diaz, with his venomous slider and explosive fastball. And leading off for the Brewers, our rising star, the National League Rookie of the Year candidate, Isaac Collins. Collins, a 28-year-old who came into this season with just 11 games of MLB experience, has been an absolute revelation. His journey is the embodiment of the Brewers' philosophy, finding undervalued talent and developing them into cornerstone players. Acquired in a minor league Rule 5 draft, he wasn't a hyped prospect, but his work ethic and raw talent have blossomed in Milwaukee. And in that moment against Diaz, he represented the hopes of an entire city. The count went to 2-2. Diaz delivered a 92.6 mph slider. Collins didn't hesitate. He put a clean, powerful swing on it, and the ball flew 362 feet to right field, disappearing into the stands. A walk-off home run, the first of his career at any level. The stadium erupted into collective delirium. It was the apotheosis of an afternoon of perseverance for both the team and the fans. In the words of Collins himself after the game, "Honestly, I didn't know if the fans were going to be able to make it, and they showed out. I love playing for this team and for this city." That statement, simple and direct, is the essence of what we're witnessing. A player who understands the importance of the jersey he wears and the community he represents. The impact of this home run extends far beyond a single victory. For Isaac Collins, it was a crowning moment in his fantastic rookie season. He now boasts a 843 OPS in 96 games, with 8 home runs, 40 RBIs, and 13 stolen bases. More importantly, his 2.9 BWAR, wins above replacement, places him at the top among all National League rookies, narrowly edging out Drake Baldwin of the Atlanta Braves. The race for the Rookie of the Year award is tight, but moments like this under the highest possible pressure are what create legends and solidify resumes. For the team, this 9th straight win, their 3rd winning streak of at least 8 games this season, extended our lead in the NL Central to 6 games. The largest margin of any division leader in MLB. With the best record in baseball, 73-44, and a plowed 132 run differential, the Brewers aren't just a hot team. They are right now the dominant force in the sport. What we are witnessing is a magical summer in Milwaukee. This is a team that plays with joy, with confidence, and with an unshakable bond. They believe they can win any game from any position against any opponent. Sunday's victory, coming from a 5-0 deficit and without some of their key pieces, is definitive proof of that. Now, looking ahead, we have 2 months to continue building on this momentum before the postseason. The question is no longer if this team is good enough, but rather how far it can go in October. The combination of a resilient offense, a solid rotation, and a deep bullpen, coupled with the masterful guidance of Pat Murphy, gives us every reason to dream big. Sunday's win wasn't just another tally in the win column, it was a statement of identity. It was about the tenacity of Joey Ortiz, the power of William Contreras, the passion of the Brew Crew, and the heroic emergence of Isaac Collins. So I ask you, the Brew Crew, what did you think of Collins' performance and this historic moment? Does this victory against the Mets under these circumstances solidify in your mind that this team has the DNA of a World Series champion? Leave your opinions in the comments below. I want to know what you're feeling. And don't forget, for more in-depth analysis, breaking news, and exclusive coverage of our Milwaukee Brewers, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. The road to October is full steam ahead, and we will be here every step of the way.